So this is a 200 millimeter post. There is seat post can be shortened with a pipe cutter. Seat post must be inserted into frame minimum 2 inches before riding. So this is stadium, Nimbus Stadium. You can see same as this one on the website. Nimbus Stadium. In here there is a little dent at the center. Let's see. That's the handle. That's the tube to fix the brake. And that's the 300 millimeter seat post comes with. You can see there is not a big curl in here. So this is how I fixed the little brake on the saddle. You can see this is a black gasket maker. So basically I put it here like that. That's it. That's the 2 additional clip. Let me see if this original seat post works for me. Probably not. Obviously, this is too hard for me. You can see This is all the way to the tire, and then my belly button is here. So this is too high. I need to change the seat post for sure. But before I'm doing that, let me just measure. I can just put the tube. You know what? Let me first add some air to the tire. Let's see. Okay, it says 20 psi. 20 psi. So this is a mini FBR 26 by 4.8, 20 psi. Let's look at here. So this is 50 to 140 kPa, 8 to 20 psi. This is 0.4 to 1.4 bar. So as you can see, this is a Presta valve. So all I need to do is I need to unscrew this part to here, and then you can see for my air pump, I have a regular one, I have a Presta one, so I just need to put the Presta one in here. Okay, now I can pump air. So it's already 20 pounds. So I remove it. I just need to screw it in. And then put back the cap. So this is what Presta valve looks like. As you can see, when I need to add air, I just need to unscrew it. It's a little bit wider here, so you cannot really unscrew it, take it out, but it's just like this. And then you can add air. After you add air, you screw it back in like that. Okay. And then you put the cap on. That's it. This is additional one, not the one from the Unicycle. If you want to remove this little valve from the Unicycle, you need a special tool like that. I believe it's like this. Okay. I want to show you, once you open this up, this is very easy to turn. You don't need any kind of wrench to turn this part. You can just turn it this way, and then you can tighten it. So right now, this is still the 300mm seat post. It's all the way out. This is actually the minimum insert marker. So I'm gonna measure from the floor to the top of the seat. So what is the height? This is about 49 inch from the floor to the top of the seat. When this 300mm seat post is all the way up. So now this is still a 300mm seat post, and put it all the way in. The bottom of the seat post is actually level with this part. So that is a minimum height for this seat using this 300mm seat post. Let me measure what is the height of the seat. This is about 45 inch from the floor to the top of the seat. When using this 300mm seat post, and the post is all the way in here. It's level in here. So this is 26 inch, as you can see. But look at here. It's only about 14mm left. So even though you use say, instead of 26, you use 27.5 or 29, I believe they are using the same frame. So the tire wouldn't be much bigger than this. Okay, next thing, let me look at the width of this tire. You know, let me see. It's like 11 centimeter, which is not really, let me just put it to inch, not really 4.8 inch. Let me see. It's like 4.28 inch. So it's not really 4.8 inch as it advertised. Also, I put 20 pound in the tire. So it's not 4.8. So the Hatchet tire is just a little bit wider than my fight bicycles. See? So the bicycles I have, they are 4-inch tire. So I want to see what is the actual diameter of this tire, even though it says 26 inch. So as you can see, I make a mark on the tire, and then I'm gonna do one full rotation. And then I marked here, it's actually 94 inch. So the circumference is 94 inch. If I divide it by pi, 3.14, I got 29.9 inch. So the actual diameter of the tire is actually 29.9 inch. I can also use the tape measure to double check that. As you can see, it's about 30 inch. So that's the little ridge they are talking about. They said this can make this tough. You can see just a little ridge here. This is a 200, well, this is a 200 millimeter. This is a 300 millimeter. I'm gonna put this one in. As you can see, the angle can be adjusted a little bit. I'm gonna just trying to match whatever this 300 millimeter seat post position. It's actually easy to remember because this is the front. So on the front end, this nut is about at the center of this slot, even though this part is not. So I can just match this, the front part, when I install this 200 millimeter seat post. So to remove it, this is a 4 millimeter Allen wrench. It's not coming with the Unicycle, so you need to have a 4 millimeter Allen wrench. Just need to remove this. Just remember, this is the original setup. This is the front. So this nut is about at the center of the slot. Move this one. Okay, another thing I noticed there is this little ruler. It's actually on the back of the seat. So I'm putting in this sorter seat post. I'm gonna keep the same direction. So this ruler is on the back, and then just like that. So I'm gonna try to, this is the front, I'm gonna try to make sure this nut is about in the center of this front slots, same as here. I guess it's a little bit off center to this side. I'm just trying to match the angle. Maybe right now here. Okay, let me just tighten it right now. Well, okay. Let me try to do this two first, and then this one, and then this one. So the minimum insert is about 2 inch. It's actually just a little bit less than 2 inch. So this is a 200 millimeter seat post. You can see here, this is a minimum insert. So let me see what is the height for this one. So from floor to the seat is about 45 inch. So now this seat post is all the way in here. So this is a 200 millimeter seat post. Let me see what is the height of the seat. It's about 41. So actually it's exact 41 inch from the floor to the seat, and the 200 millimeter seat post is all the way in. So we measured the seat height, okay, from the floor to the top of the seat. When we use either 30 centimeter seat post or 20 centimeter seat post, you can see from here for the 30 centimeter seat post, the floor to the top of the seat is 45 to 49 inch, and then using a 20 centimeter seat post is 41 to 45. You can see this actually, you know, this the maximum for the 20 centimeter seat post is actually the minimum of the 30 centimeter seat post. And then next thing, I want to calculate from the top of the seat, you know, to the top of the pedal, what is the distance. This is kind of like the from the crotch to the floor. So first thing I need to do is I just need to, because we know the diameter of the tire, we just measure it, which is 30 inch. So we do 15 inch. So that is from the top of the saddle to the center of the wheel here. And then next thing we need to do is, because this one has a different hole, you know, for the pedal location. First, let's see 170 millimeter crank length. So I will assume from here to the center of the first hole is 170 millimeter, and then I measured the thickness of the pedal, which is 32.7 millimeter. So I need to subtract like half of the thickness. So that's when I get the minimum and the maximum. This is actually from top of the pedal to seat to top of pedal, which is crotch to bottom of the shoes. So you can see when we use 20 centimeter seat post, it is from 32 to 36 inch. So if somebody has a lower than 32 inch from crotch to the bottom of the shoe, they may need to cut the seat post, even they have the 20 centimeter seat post. And then this is 30 centimeter seat post. You can see that is a 36 to 40 inch. So, well, if you are in that range, you can use the 30 centimeter seat post. And then this is 170 millimeter crank length. So next thing, I calculate for different crank lengths, because this one has 2 additional holes. So you can see, for example, if I'm gonna use 142 millimeter crank length, then the crotch to bottom of the shoe could be 31 to 35, which means if somebody, you know, has a leg length or whatever you call it, the crunch to the bottom of the shoe length is a 31 inch. If they don't want to cut the seat post, they have to use this 140 millimeter crank length. They have to use the second hole, and then that is the last one, 114 millimeter crank length. So I calculated that way. So that's the equation how I calculated. You can see crotch to shoe bottom, seat to axle, that's a seat to the axle, and then I add the crank length, for example 170, and then I subtract this pedal thickness divided by 2. There gonna be some error because this little stud gonna get into your shoe. So I mean, all this distance is not, you know, 100% accurate. There gonna be some error because this little stud gonna be inside your shoe. Okay, so hopefully this will help anyone that's decide whether they can use the 30 centimeter seat post or 20 centimeter seat post, whether they need to cut it out, cut the seat post or not. Let me put this brake line, the brake lever in. I believe I need to rotate this a couple times. So this is a 5 millimeter Allen wrench, comes with the Unicycle. I think it's tighten this. It's supposed to be tight enough, but if I heat it, It will rotate. Right now it's too loose. Just tighten it a little bit. So if I hit it, it's supposed to move a little bit. Right now it's too tight. Right now probably okay. Okay, so now this is a little bit, might be too tall for me. I'm gonna try it out. So this is the pedal, comes with the Unicycle. So open it up. As you can see, this says left, so this is also left. I'm gonna just try this 170 slot. Okay, because this is left, so I need to do counterclockwise to put it in. Counterclockwise. This is the wrench, comes with the Unicycle. It's actually pretty thick, pretty sturdy one. Let me see. I can actually measure the thickness of this wrench. .15" or 3.8 millimeter. So it's a very good one. As they say, this is not a throwaway. Okay, so this is the right side. As you can see, this is right. And then this is right. Should be right. You can see for the right, I need to do clockwise to put it in. I choose the 170 millimeter. Well, if this is, I don't know, if this is too far away, I might need to put it in the center, because the seat is a little bit tall for me, but I will see if that works. Just put it on this 170 hole. Okay, so this is a closer look at the crank. It's a VCX Plus, and then it has 3 holes. I'm using the 170 millimeter, and then next one, this is 142 millimeter, and then this is 114 millimeter. So there is another option for this Unicycle is 100, 125, and 150. So this is the original one. So I didn't upgrade or change it to the other one. So this is a 170 millimeter VCX Plus. So I want to measure the thickness of this crank. Let me see what it is. This is 17.9 millimeter. Let's see, try again. 17. I guess it's around there. 17.8. So that is thickness for the crank. This is 8 millimeter. So the pedal is actually identical to this Nimbus DX plastic pedal, except this pedal has this metal insert. I believe you can remove it. So I got this 9/16 of an inch plugs for the hose for the crank. Let me just put it in. I already put in this one, you can see here. Let's put another in. It is very tight, so I have to use this to put it in. Oh. Okay. Okay. Take a look. It's very good. But the other side, as you can see, I don't know if that will work for the other side. So for the other side, you can see I cannot just put it in. I need to cut it. So let me cut the two sides like that. Let me see if I can put it in. So now all the plugs are in place, as you can see here. It's actually pretty good. That's the other side. You can see I managed it to put it in. Okay, rotate it. That's the other side. You know what? For this one, I can actually make it tighter. That's much better. And that's the other side. See here. The brake seems okay. Okay, first my weight. And then with the unicycle. Okay, so if I do the subtraction, it's a 17 pound. It is not 13.5 pound as on their website. Okay, so this two clips, okay, not that one, but okay, this clips comes with the unicycle. It's called a snap ring. So you can see any of these bolts. You can see there's some lines in there. So same as this snap ring. So this snap ring basically it will go over this, and then that will hold tight this bolt. As you can see, if I put it in place, because of all this little teeth in here, that will be together with all the teeth on this bolt. So that will basically keep this bolt in place. There are multiple bolts. I don't know which one because there are only two comes with the unicycle. I don't know which one is a critical one. So basically you can see I can just put it in like this. Okay. So that will kind of prevent this bolt from coming off. Well, it can put it in here as well. There are little teeth in here. Also this one, also that one. I mean, there are multiple places I can put it in. So I put one snap ring here. As you can see, if this bolt getting loose, turning this way, it will stopped by this snap ring. The other one I put it in here. It's not that useful because if this ring loosens that way, this slip ring gonna rotate. So this is not that useful. Also, you can see it's very close to the rotor. Maybe I can, put it in here.